Hello, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to this Yoga Plus session where we take things up even another notch. Are you ready? I know I am. I could really use some yoga today, so let's dive right in. So come to the top of your mat, and on an inhale through the nose, raise those arms up, reach to the sky, stretch it all out. Exhale, swan dive forward. Gently on an inhale, roll all the way back up. Your knees might be a bit bent in the beginning because we're still a bit cold and stiff. Exhale it all out. One more gentle inhale. Roll all the way back up. Reach those arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Take your feet hips width apart. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp them together. Start to lower them down towards the ground. Again, your knees might be a bit bent. If you're feeling a bit cold, stiff, that's okay. If you want a bit more on the shoulders, just press those palms together. Just breathe into this. Feel your body waking up. It feels nice. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release those hands down, right fingertips on the floor, bend that right knee, keep the left leg straight. Raise the left arm up, look up. Feels okay on your neck. And exhale, bring it down. Other side, left fingertips on the floor. And that left leg, right arm up. Exhale, bring it all down. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Again, reach those arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. And step back into a down dog. Press those palms down, press those heels down. The heels might not go all the way down, and that's okay. Start to pedal those feet. Wherever your heels fall, that's great. It's your body, your practice. And press both of those heels down towards the mat. Bring those shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, keeping these arms in, chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet, lift those legs up, shoulders back for up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Again, shoulders over the wrists. Down through chaturanga. Start to warm up here. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Bring that right leg up and back behind you. Keep pressing that left heel down while you bend the right leg. And then look up underneath the right armpit. And breathe. Straighten that leg. Bring the foot up in between the hands and come into our first Crescent Pose. Now here, you can do a few different options. You can have your arms straight up with your palms facing each other. You can clasp your hands together. When you're feeling steady, either way, look up. Then just start to open up those arms for a gentle back bend. Raise those arms back up. Start to twist over to the right. So palms facing out. A little twist here. Keep bending that right leg, straighten the left, shoulders down. Start to slide that right leg, hand down the leg a little bit. Reach that left arm back. And come back to center. Both hands down, step your right foot back, come down through chaturanga, inhale, up dog. And before we push back to down dog, we have an optional push-up that we're putting in these Yoga Plus sessions. A little bit more arm work. Now during the practice, you can decide if and when you want to insert that push-up. Again, it's your practice, whatever you want for your body.
Raise that left leg up and back behind you. Bend the left knee. Look up underneath the armpit. I love this pose. I love it. I love the reversal of blood flow. I love the opening in the body. Everything about it. Straighten that leg. Bring the foot up in between the hands and come up into Crescent Pose on this side.
Feeling steady, look up. And this time take your hands behind your back, clasp them together there. Whenever you bring your hands behind your back, you can always press your palms together for a bit more opening. Raise those arms up and twist over to the left. Breathe. Slide that left hand down the leg a bit. Bring the right arm back. And come back to center. Both hands down. Step here. Left foot back. Plank pose. Stay here. We're gonna do a few mountain climbers. Let's get that heart rate up a bit. Left knee goes over to your right elbow and vice versa at your own pace using your core strength, your abs, not your lower back. And one more on each side. And push back to down dog. Raise that right leg up and back behind you. You're gonna bend that right leg again. And you can stay here, or you're gonna just keep rotating to the right and flip the dog. Some call this rock star pose. You can flip the dog. Whatever you call it, it's your left leg is straight, your right leg bent. And your right palm is facing down, reaching out over you. Lift those hips up. Wherever you are, come back to center. Bring the right foot up in between the hands and come up into Crescent Pose. Reach the left heel back, down, sorry. So it's at a 45-degree angle. Keep bending that front leg for Warrior Two. And relax those shoulders here. Breathe. Right palm up, slide the left hand down the leg. Keeping everything else the same, just straighten that front leg. Really use your leg strength to hold you up here. It's a side stretch. You don't want too much pressure on your back. And cartwheel the arms. Bring the left hand on the inside of the right foot. Bring that right arm up for a little twist. Bring the right hand down, step the right leg back, exhale, come down through chaturanga, inhale, up dog, and exhale, optional push up, down dog. Bring your left leg up and back behind you. You're gonna bend the left leg, and again, you can stay here, or start to rotate to the left and flip the dog on this side. So right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Raise those hips up, reach that left arm back, palm down. Feel this lovely sensation. Another pose that I love. Wherever you are, come back to center, bring the left foot up in between the hands, and come up into Crescent Pose on this side. Release the right heel down to the ground for Warrior Two on this side. So look out under those, over those left fingertips. Relax the shoulders. Left palm up. Slide the right hand down the back of the leg. Reach that left arm back. Reverse warrior. Just straighten that front leg. Cartwheel the arms, right hand on the inside of the left foot. Raise that left arm up for a twist on this side. And bring the left hand down. Step your foot way back to plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, optional push-up. Down dog. Look up at the hands and step or jump your feet up. Look up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Raise those arms up and sit back into a chair pose. Now here you can keep your knees and feet together, or you can keep them hips width apart, whatever feels best for you. Really sit back in that chair as you raise those arms up and back behind you. If you want a bit more, you can just raise those heels, or not, whatever you're feeling today. And exhale, release it all down. Inhale, look up. We're just gonna step back into a down dog. Raise that right leg up and back behind you, and keeping that leg raised, you're gonna start to take the shoulders over the wrists. Keep that leg raised as you lower down, elbows in, keep it raised until the last second. Come to the tops of the feet, shoulders back, and push back, optional push up. Into a down dog. The other side, left leg up and back behind you. One-legged chaturanga, come down, keeping that leg up to the very last second. Release it down. Up dog, perhaps a push-up, and down dog. Well done. Take a breath or two here, always through the nose. And raise the right leg up and back behind you. Bring your knee to your nose for a breath. Bring the leg back behind you. Bring the foot up in between the hands. Release the back heel down and come to warrior one. So the main difference here between crescent pose and warrior one is your back leg. So instead of being up on your toes, your heel is down at a 45-degree angle. Shoulders down, palms facing each other. Take your hands behind your back and start to come forward into humble warrior. So your right shoulder should be on the inside of your knee. And as usual, for a bit more on your shoulders, you can just press your palms together if you'd like. And with every exhale, let your head sink further down towards the ground. There's a lot of strength here, flexibility, a lot of stuff happening. Just breathe. And come back up into warrior one. Open up into warrior two. And straighten that leg. You're gonna reach out. Let the right hand fall where it may on your leg. Into triangle pose. You can stay here, or you can take your hand behind you for a bit more opening in the shoulder. Wherever you are, start to rotate to the right. You're gonna bring that left foot in about a foot. Arms in tabletop position with your palms facing down. Both legs should be straight and strong if you can. Take those arms out in front of you, palms facing each other for a breath. Take your hands behind your back and just start to come forward. It starts to get pretty intense. You've got this. And we're gonna do a little twisting triangle. And this is where if you have a block, I've got one handy here, it might help. You're gonna take your left hand to the outer edge of your right foot and your right arm up. So you can use a block Or if you feel like you can bring your fingertips all the way down, go for it, whatever you need. The block can be anything. This is a sort of an official yoga block, but it can be any sort of object to rest your fingertips on. And bring your hands down, step your feet way back to plank position. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, push up, maybe, and down dog. Now bring your shoulders over the wrists, and you start to rotate to the left. And stack your feet on top of each other. The most important thing here is actually your shoulder trying to get directly over your wrist for stability. For one arm balance. Now if this is too much, take your left foot in front of you. Still too much, take your right knee down. Or you can stay right here. You can add another level, like lift that leg up. Whatever variation you like today. And come back to center. Perhaps do one push-up, of course. Rotate over to the right. And this side, whatever you did on the other side for balance, go for it. And come back to center and push back into down dog. Raise that left leg up and back behind you. Bring your knee to your nose. Bring your left leg back again. And bring your foot up in between the hands. Release the back heel down into warrior one on this side. Keep pushing that right hip forward. It's going to want to open up. Relax the shoulders. Take your hands behind your back. Just start to come forward into humble warrior on this side. So your left shoulder will be on the inside of your knee. And let yourself just start to release down with each breath. Come back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach out for triangle pose on this side. You can reach that arm straight up or take it behind you for a little more opening in the shoulders. Wherever you are, start to rotate to the left. Arms in tabletop position, bring that, getting a little bit wobbly here. Bring that right foot up just a bit. Palms facing down, legs are straight and strong if you can. Bring those arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Hands behind your back, clasp them together there. Start to come forward. Bring your fingertips to the outside of your left foot. Again, this is where you could use a block if you need one. And if you can, keep twisting and look up. Twisting triangle. Bring that hand down. Step your feet way back into plank position. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. Look up at the hands, step or jump up. Look up, exhale, release down. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Raise those arms up. We're gonna sit back into chair pose. This time, you're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna hook it over your left. If your arms are getting too tired, you can take a little break here and put them in the prayer position. Focus here is really a bit more on your legs. So you're gonna sit back into that chair and really feel that stretch in the back of the right leg. And breathe. Just let it all come forward. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Raise those arms up and sit back into another chair. Of course, we have to do the other side. So take that left leg up, rest it on your right thigh. Again, if you want to take your arms into prayer position, that's great. Really sit back and feel that opening. It's a great stretch. And bring it all forward. You're gonna step back into plank position. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, maybe a push-up, down dog. Raise the right leg up and back behind you. Bring the right foot up in between the hands. Come up into Crescent Pose. You can stay like this, or you can just raise that right heel up so you're on both toes. And then exhale, just reach forward. Your body's in one nice long line. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward, release that heel down. Come up into Warrior 3. Now your arms again can go wherever you'd like, in front, to the side, behind. I like to clasp them together for a little opening in the shoulders. The legs should be straight and strong. Breathe. And start to come forward. Take a hold of that right leg if you'd like, a little bit more, or both fingertips can stay on the ground. Keep raising that left straight leg for standing splits. And step your left foot back. Come back up into Crescent Pose. Bring your hands into prayer position and twist over to the left. So hook that left elbow on the right leg. You can look out, or if you want a bit more twist, start to look up. Crescent prayer twist. And release those hands down. Step your foot back and stay here. We're gonna do some more mountain climbers. Right knee to left elbow and vice versa at your own pace, using those abs. And one more on each side. And we're gonna lower your body all the way down for a moment. Don't get too comfy. We're gonna grab hold of your ankles. And you're just gonna raise that torso and raise those legs up. A little back bend here. Open the shoulders, straight out. And release it all down. Push yourself back into a brief child's pose. Stretch those arms out. You can have your knees together or wide apart. And push back up into a down dog. Raise the left leg up and back behind you. Bring that foot up in between the hands and come up into Crescent Pose on this side. And here you can lift that left heel. And exhale, come forward, palms facing each other. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward, release that heel down, and come out into Warrior 3 on this side. And whatever you did with your arms on the other side, repeat here for balance. And start to come forward, raising that straight right leg for standing splits.
I don't think I'll ever actually be able to get into the splits in this position, but that's okay. Feels like it, that's all that matters. Step that right foot way back. Come back up into Crescent Pose. Take your hands into prayer position and twist over to the left. Or twist on this side. And bring your hands down. Stay here in plank. You can stay here for a moment or take a few push-ups. Why not? We're getting towards the end here, go for it. 1, 3, 5, whatever you are feeling today. You can go on your knees if you'd like, and then push back into down dog. Bring those knees down again, and sit back into child's pose. This time you can let your arms relax for a moment. Use this as a resting pose. Catch your breath. And gently sit back up. You're going to take your feet out in front of you. We're going to bend your right leg. We're going to start to lean back to get a nice stretch in this quad. You can come down as low as your body will let you without too much pressure on your knee. That's the most important thing. It'll feel quite intense in your leg as well, but whatever you need, go for it. Take a few breaths here. Feel that great stretch. I like to do one leg at a time in this, just to be easier on our knees. And we'll switch sides. So right leg out, bend the left leg, and start to come back wherever feels comfortable for you. Enjoy the stretching, the sensations. And wherever you are, come lie down on your mat, and we're going to do some core strengthening work here. A little bit more push till the end. So you're gonna take your hands, your fingertips to your ears, and you're gonna take your right elbow to your left knee and vice versa. Really bring your body up to your knee versus your knee going back to you. Use those abs here at your own pace. And one more on each side. Take a brief little break here. Take your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Let's do one more round. Why not? Fingertips to your ears and alternating sides. Nice burn in the abs, feels good. And one more on each side. And take your knees into your chest, well done. Rock side to side a bit if you'd like. Take your feet down onto the mat about hips width apart. And we're gonna do a back bend to offset this ab work. So you can either go into a bridge or a full wheel. So a bridge is when you raise those hips up, you can get on your shoulders a bit more. Perhaps clasp your hands together and push them down for some leverage to get those hips up. And this is great. If you're experienced and want a bit more, come into the full wheel, the full back bend. Wherever you are, just bring it all down slowly and gently. Bring those knees in. Take your hands behind your legs. And just rock back and forth a couple of times for a little spinal massage. Should feel nice. I'm going to come up into butterfly pose. So take the soles of your feet together. If your knees are way up here, just take your feet out a bit further away from your body. Whatever feels good for you. Take the soles of your feet, extend that spine upwards, and keeping an extension, just start to come forward. And inhale, extend out, and then exhale, release it all down, and feel the body open up a little bit more. And then inhale, gently come back up. Take those legs out in front of you. You can shake it out a little bit. So keep your legs out in front of you. They might be a little bit bent if you're a bit stiff, and that's okay. Take those arms up. And again, keeping an extension, just start to come forward into a great forward bend here. So with every inhale, extend out just a bit. And with every exhale, keeping that extension, just start to let it all sink down just a bit more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Gently come back up. We're going to lie down on your mat. Noise in the background. There's always something. I live in the city. And then from here, we're going to come into plow position. So you do not want to move your neck or your head once you start this pose. So keeping it all in line, you're going to take your legs behind you. You want to keep your legs as straight as they can be. They might bend a little bit, and that's okay. Come up onto those shoulders. If you want, you can clasp your hands together for more leverage. Push them down onto the mat. And really feel that stretch all the way up your back into your neck. You should be nice and warm now, so it should feel good. It's quite intense, but it does feel good. You can stay here, or if you want a little bit more, bend your knees and take hold behind your knees. Just tuck yourself into a little ball. I love doing this at the end of a session. And wherever you are, very slowly and vertebrae by vertebrae, without moving the neck, just start to come back down. And extend that left foot forward, straight leg, and then bend the right knee. Grab hold of the knee with your left hand. Reach that right arm out, palm up, and look out over the right hand while you twist over to the left. This should feel really good on your lower back, your right shoulder. You can come back to center, change sides, bend the left leg, straighten the right, grab hold of the right knee and twist over to the right. Left arm out, palm up, look out over the left hand. You can close your eyes. Like it feels really nice. And come back to center. Bring both knees in and grab hold of the outer edges of your feet. Open up those legs for happy baby. Rock side to side a bit if you'd like. This pose always makes me smile a bit. And we're just going to lie down on your mat. Well done, you've made it to this point. Do not stop now. This is the best part of the class, when you just get a chance to take a few moments to lie down and breathe. Let your body just sink into the mat, palms up, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and hold it at the top for a moment. breaths here to just be in this moment. Allow yourself this time. Wiggle the toes and fingers. Maybe stretch it out a bit. Keeping the eyes closed. Roll to the right side and push yourself up into sitting position. Keep those eyes closed just a moment longer. Raise those arms up, reach up, and exhale. Come to prayer position. Open the eyes. Namaste. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.